It's Friday night and you know what that means. Jim Ross was on commentary with Excalibur, Tony Schiavone and the wizard known as Chris Jericho. Darby Allin vs. Matt Hardy. This is Matt's first match on TV in over 1 month since creative has had nothing for him. The good news is brother Jeff Hardy should be back soon. They shook hands to start the match since they are both faces. Allin was in control early with a side headlock. Hardy broke free and hit a shoulder tackle knockdown. Allin with a crucifix pin attempt for 2. Hardy went to the floor. Allin tried a dive, but Matt hit him with a forearm. Allin was on the floor as well as he sent Matt back first into the steel steps. Allin jumped off the top rope with a senton bomb while Matt was by the apron, but Matt moved and Allin hit the ring apron hard. Matt picked up Allin leading to a powerbomb into the turnbuckle and ring post. They went to a picture-in-picture break for the next 90 seconds. Hardy was working over Allin's back as the show returned. Allin pulled the leg for a trip leading to a jackknife cover. Allin hit Matt with a running back splash in the corner 2 times. Allin went for a move off the ropes. Hardy avoided it and hit a side effect slam for 2. Hardy hit another side effect slam. Allin countered a twist of fate attempt into a backslide pin attempt for 2. Allin countered a Hardy move leading to Allin hitting a reverse DDT that's called a scorpion death drop when Sting does it. Allin went to the turnbuckle. Hardy grabbed him and Matt picked him up leading to a sit-out powerbomb for 2. Hardy went up top. He did a moonsault. Allin moved and Matt hit the mat hard. Allin hit the code red for the 2 count. Allin hooked the leg leading to the last supper pin attempt for the 3 count. It went 11 minutes. Winner by pinfall. Darby Allin. Good match that was competitive from the start. Matt is moving slowly in his late 40s, so the end is near for him in the ring, most likely after one more tag team run with his brother, I assume. I liked the story of Hardy working on Allin's back throughout the match. It was a close finish with both guys getting near falls, but Allin managed to get the win with his last supper pin attempt. No story going in or out of the match. It was just a way to give Allin a win. After Allin went to the back, the lights went out. The lights came back on and Brody King was in the ring with Julia Hart. King decked Hardy with a clothesline. King told Allin and Sting to come out there now. King talked about how they may have cut the head off the snake, a reference to Malachi Black being granted a release by you. But there is still plenty of venom left in the fangs. King said next week at Arthur Ashe Stadium, Darby Sting vs. House of Black, King and Buddy Matthews, in a no disqualification match. King choked out Matt Hardy just because he's mean. The lights were out. Sting and Allin went to ringside and King, Hart were gone. Allin and Sting helped Matt Hardy back up. Bomb for 2. Hardy went up top. He did a moonsault. Allin moved and Matt hit the mat hard. Allin hit the code red for the 2 count. Allin hooked the leg leading to the last supper pin attempt for the 3 count. It went 11 minutes. Winner by pinfall. Darby Allin. Good match that was competitive from the start. Matt is moving slowly in his late 40s, so the end is near for him in the ring, most likely after one more tag team run with his brother, I assume. I liked the story of Hardy working on Allin's back throughout the match. It was a close finish with both guys getting near falls, but Allin managed to get the win with his last supper pin attempt. No story going in or out of the match. It was just a way to give Allin a win. Eddie Kingston was shown doing a promo talking about Sammy Guevara. Eddie said that Sammy's a horrible, rotten human being. Eddie said Sammy makes him sick, so that's why Eddie will beat the piss out of Sammy at Grand Slam Rampage next week. Let's hear from Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio said that the Raw World title represents honor and the Blackpool Combat Club is a symbol of excellence. Claudio said they are a team, a family, and they make each other better. Claudio noted that Wheeler Yuta will win back his Raw Pure Championship. Claudio talked about the tough match he had against Dax Harwood to keep his title. Claudio spoke about the BCC members Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson fighting each other for the U World title, so that means the BCC will have 2 world champions in its ranks. Chris Jericho got up from commentary with the fans chanting "You tapped out" to him. Jericho reminded Claudio that the Jericho Appreciation Society is a symbol of excellence. Jericho mentioned he's a 7-time world champion, 1 in U6 in WWE, and he should be in the world title match next week, and it's not because he tapped out. Claudio said that's exactly why he's not in that match. Jericho said he's been a world champion in WWF, WWE, WCW. That was in a WWF ring for what it's worth. In the first ever year world champion, Jericho said that the one place he's never been world champion is in Ring of Honor. Jericho said that 7 isn't enough for him, so he's going for the 8. That's 8. And that's why he's challenging Claudio for the Raw World Heavyweight Championship this Wednesday in New York City, where he was born at Arthur Ashe at Grand Slam. Claudio said that he has been waiting for this moment for a long time, so he's on. Claudio said he's going to beat the hell out of Jericho. There's a big match for next week, easy setup with Jericho doing the promo, and it's a fresh match as well. I hope that at some point Claudio gets a meaningful feud instead of just random matches that are set up on one promo, but that's all he seems to get in you. Jade Cargill and the Baddies were interviewed by Lexi Nair. Kiera Hogan said that the swinging is getting boring. Layla Gray wondered who is left, and Jade said no one is left. Jade said that she will step on anybody that's in her way, and Jade said she is that bitch. Diamandi issued a challenge to Cargill saying she knows the baddest bitch from the 305 and left. Penelope Ford, W/Kip Sabian, vs. Willow Nightingale. Ford's husband Sabian still has a box with him. I don't understand the point of it. For the last year, Willow is bigger, so she ran over Ford with a shoulder tackle. They exchanged some near falls. Excalibur had to speak quickly about matches taking place instead of calling the match, as Willow hit a chop and body slam. Willow hit a diving cross-body block for 2. Ford avoided a cross-body block followed by a splash on the back while Willow was against the ropes. Ford with a knee drop on the apron. Willow got some offense going with a corner splash followed by a kick to the crowd. I could see a few fans clapping as they piped in fake crowd noise. Willow hit a spine buster for 2. Ford ducked a move by Willow leading to a cutter for just a 2 count. Jericho claimed Ford is more dangerous than ever, so she's the sports entertainer of the week. Thrilling. Ford jumped off the top. Willow moved and Willow did a pounce tackle into the ropes. The crowd came alive for that. Ford with a kick to the face and a head slam into the mat. Ford with an Indian deathlock submission with a bridge while holding the neck for the bout win after about 8 minutes. Winner by submission, Penelope Ford. An average match where the crowd didn't care that much about either wrestler. Once again it was a match with no story, which is a running theme in you. I guess Ford gets more TV time than Willow, so that's why she won, although neither one is really used that much. The Dark Order guys were interviewed with Hangman Adam Page joining them. Page apologized to his friends for screwing up in the trio's tag team match. They all talked about how they are in a battle royal for a shot at the world title. Rush and Jose the assistant walked in with Jose saying Page steals the glory from them. Rush said he'll eliminate all their asses. Ethan Page, W/Stokely Hathaway, vs. Dan Housen. Ethan with a boot to the face. Junior said that Ethan is underutilized. You can say poorly booked like I have been saying for over a year. It's the booking, Jim. Dan Housen with a slap, so Ethan gave him a shoulder tackle. Ethan hit the Ego's Edge launching powerbomb for the pinfall win in under 2 minutes. Winner by pinfall, Ethan Page. Easy win for Page. Some comedy with Dan Housen involved, but Ethan put him away easily. The crowd seems to like Dan Housen, but I would be hitting fast forward if I didn't have to review the show. Ricky Starks did a promo saying Powerhouse Hobbs has Ricky's full attention. Starks said he will see Hobbs personally in New York City. That's nice. There was a split-screen main event interviewed by Mark Henry talking to Samoa Joe and Josh Woods, who had Tony Nese smart Mark Sterling with him. Sterling talked about Woods winning matches while Joe has been on vacation, and when Woods wins, he can send Joe on an extended vacation. Joe issued a warning to Woods and threatened Sterling as well. Ring of Honor Television Championship, Samoa Joe vs. Josh Woods, W/Tony Nese smart Mark Sterling. The Raw ring announcer Bobby Cruz did the introductions and Ian Riccaboni was on commentary as well. They did some grappling in the early part of the match. Joe had a headlock and then Woods delivered a punch followed by Joe doing his own punch. They exchanged forearms. Joe delivered jabs. Woods came back with knees and Woods pulled on Joe's left arm towards the rope. Sterling distracted the referee, so Nese pulled on Joe's left arm. They went to a picture-in-picture break. Woods was in control of Joe with an armbar on the right arm and Joe went for a pin attempt to get out of it. Joe applied a sleeper, but Woods wrenched on the arm followed by a belly-to-back suplex for 2. Joe with an atomic drop, boot to the face and a senton splash for a 2 count. Joe sent Woods into the ropes leading to a power slam for 2. Knees distracted the referee and Sterling distracted Joe, so Woods got a roll-up for 2. Woods with a knee to the face followed by a slam off the shoulders into a knee strike to the face for a 2 count. That looked sloppy, but I guess it was effective enough. Joe with an SDO takedown on the charging Woods. Joe hit the muscle buster for the pinfall win after about 10 minutes. Winner by pinfall, Samoa Joe. This was a solid match with a simple story of Woods working on the left arm and Joe made the comeback to win. The pacing was pretty slow for most of the match. Joe also looked exhausted by the end of it because he hasn't wrestled much this year. Knees attacked Joe with a forearm to the back followed by some punches. Woods joined in the double team attack on Joe. Sterling tried to attack with the TV title, but Wardlow made his entrance as the TNT champion without his shirt off. Wardlow got a hold of Sterling for a powerbomb, but knee saved Sterling. Wardlow and Joe had a face-to-face stare down, then touched their titles together, and that was it. They added another match to Rampage next week. Wardlow Samoa Joe vs. Josh Woods Tony Nese. That's an easy win for Wardlow and Joe. Anyway, Excalibur plugged Dynamite again. Joe and Wardlow shook hands. End show.